Tempe, Arizona. That's right. You heard it. That's where I'm from. I'm from the desert. I lived there since I was 26 years old, and now I'm in the big city. But I'm going back to headline the Tempe Improv for my first time on Sunday, December 14th. Get your tickets while you can. I see people already buying them. Thank you so much. I can't wait for this homecoming of a show. And this next... edit this part, Xavier. Oh, okay, and we're back. I don't know what happened. It's hot. I've been on the road. I did the Sorry Comedy Festival in London, Ontario. Yes, it's a real place. And it was so much fun, but it was a lot of travel, so I'm a little brain dead now. But I'm excited for this episode. We recorded it a couple weeks ago, and the guest is so funny. I was so excited that we got her because she's a New York-based comedian, but she was in town. She's an actress as well. She's been on Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. She's been on Crashing. And she's been doing stand-up for many years. She's been on Netflix. I don't know. I'm trying to sell her so hard. She sells herself. She's hilarious. Please help me welcome Emma Willmann. So this is my new podcast.
Congratulations. Good for you. Great name.
It's Jet Fuel. You're a perfect guest for it.
Thank you so much.
You're a little ADD too.
You could already tell.
I already know. Yeah. I watch all your videos.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you.
It comes through.
I'm self-conscious of it because people will bring it up really quick and I'm not sure how they can tell, but that makes sense if they saw a video.
Yeah.
Because then I'll be like, what gave it away?
It's also in your bio.
Okay, that's true.
You're kind of upfront with it. You're kind of like telling everyone.
You're right. That's true.
That's how they're finding out.
I forget that people see these things.
Yeah, it's like the new phone book.
Yeah. And like I forget that people listen to anything. Like have you ever had this where someone's like brought up something you've said somewhere?
Yeah.
Like from a set or something you put out and they're like, oh, like how's your mom's whatever? And you're like, how did you know that? And
yeah,
like, you said it.
I was on a road trip doing shows this weekend and somebody said, he goes, I need to bring it up. I hope this isn't annoying, but he goes, if you break the law, I'll send you to hell.
What the hell? What the f was he talking about?
And it was, yeah, that's what my reaction was exactly yours. And his reaction was Xavier's. We filmed a sketch in the first episode of the podcast where I played Jesus as a lawyer.
Oh.
And I mean, it was so long ago.
Wow.
I forgot. And he quoted me.
You just thought he was like out of his mind.
Yeah, I was like, pull over the car.
Yeah, you're like, oh, good to know. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and he's like, you said that.
I had years ago, I would tell these stories when I started having stomach problems, and I told a story where I had like pooped my pants.
Funny.
And then people like there was a couple times where people like bring it up, and I remember after a show there was a woman wasted, and her husband was like, oh, she's got to tell you something, and I was like, what is it? And then she was like, I pooped my pants down, and she was like, I've been waiting to say that whole day, and I was like, yeah.
Oh my God, you're like a real cartoon character.
Yeah, I feel that way sometimes.
I love that. I feel like that about myself sometimes too.
Totally.
I think we're gonna be really cool, like old women.
I hope so.
Like really funny, like catching people off guard. Like
I think about that a lot.
I do too. Like I can't wait. I want to get old.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's so. I think about that all the time.
Really? Like how? Like an obsessive?
I would say
you're like walking around with your cane practicing.
I'm practicing. I got a little scooter. Just see how I got here. Imagine I had a little motorized scooter. It took me 10 hours. I think about it all the time because in the past 2 years I've gotten interested. It's because I'm about to be 40. So I think about age a lot.
Yeah.
Because that feels like just like a big thing. And it's like, whoa, this doesn't slow down. There's no like, oh my God. All these things I thought maybe what 40 would be like. And now I'm like, I have no idea. Yeah. So I've been thinking about age, and also I think when I'm like 90, that's where I'm gonna thrive.
Yeah, 90.
Like that's it.
Yeah, I was thinking more of 70s, but you were what, 90s year to year.
90, because if I'm 90, all the pressure's off. Like you either whatever you did. Now you're looking back on it. It's all upside.
But what's 80? 80's like
80's
a big
gonna
push.
be tough.
80's like a big push into your retirement.
80's gonna be hell. I don't know if you can get through 80 and get to 90. It's like everything you do, everyone's just like, whoa. You know,
they're like impressed.
Yeah, like you went to the store, like.
But you have the thing that I think something else we have in common is we both look younger than we are.
Thank you.
Yeah, and people go, they talk to me for a long time, and I think they're really proud of me at first. Like,
and then the truth comes
Yeah,
out.
like
Yes.
other comics and like managers of clubs.
For sure.
They're like, you have such a bright future.
You're like, oh, the future already happened.
Yeah, and then later in the weekend, they'll find out I'm 35, and they'll be like, oh,
You look 23.
really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow.
I haven't been sleeping much. I like to look nicer for the podcast, and I had a really long weekend of shows.
Where were you at?
I did a run from Atlanta to Charlotte to Raleigh.
Yeah, it wears you out.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough on your body.
It's really tough. And then I woke up this morning to the sounds of the construction. So I don't know if it'll ever stop, if I'll ever get sleep again. I mean,
You will. It's the no sleep talking. When you don't get sleep, you're like, I don't know if I'll ever be well rested again. You will, but it just like everything feels so much more dramatic when you don't get sleep.
it does. Yeah,
It
everything's
fucks me up.
emotional. Yeah.
Fucks me
But
up.
I'm gotten the pumpkin spice now.
No caffeine.
Yeah, I'm drinking caffeine though.
Just a little bit, not the coffee.
Yeah, like this is chai tea.
Do you cap it every day? You're like, I'm going to keep under like 400 milligrams type thing.
I'm not able to do that.
You'll
kind
have
of.
as much tea as you want.
Oh, so much tea I'm drinking.
Okay.
I'm like Chinese now.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You've morphed.
yeah. I'm like British.
I imagine that's how it works. Yeah.
I'm like, which culture like tea? Yeah, I'm just like, I'm like steaming all day.
Good for you.
What is it called? Steeping.
Steeping.
Yeah.
Steaming works too, I guess.
Yeah, way too far. Yeah, I'm so much tea. I don't know how. I'm not that disciplined to do the math. Like I've never been good at counting calories.
No, me neither.
No.
Brutal. I did it. Over the pandemic, I did a boot camp, and I learned about like protein and all that stuff there.
Yeah.
Actually, with a woman in LA I thought she was so funny, Stacia Patwell.
Oh,
She
I
did
know her
School of
name.
Thought. Yeah, I thought she was so. I found her online through something. Laura Bites, I think, posted about her.
And that's
Nice.
a THOT thought.
Thought THOT, which I didn't know what that stood for.
It's I believe that hoe over there.
Yes, I didn't know. It took me a long time to realize that.
You're like working out. Like, wait, what are
Yeah.
we?
Thought we're a lot of big thinkers over here. Everyone else isn't a philosophy major. What? No idea. I'm dyslexic too. Like I had that was like not even part of it. But it was. I counted calories when I did that, and that was. I mean, I maybe fudged it a little bit.
Were
but
you ever big?
as a kid? Yeah,
You were a big kid?
big kid,
Whoa, how big?
pretty big, pretty big. Food was like such my coping mechanism.
Like huge?
So here's the thing. I was really big, I think,
Yeah.
but then I had this incident where I felt really bad saying that. I was big. Like I
But
was
you were a kid, so everything looked bigger.
well. That's a good.
You
That's a
weren't
good spin
that
on it.
big?
Well, I was, but I was even to me. I really was big. Like I was big, and I real binge eater. And I would eat, when my parents got divorced, I would just like eat to try to not feel stuff. But I had this friend that I remember we used to always bond about being big kids
Oh yeah.
for like years. And then she showed me a picture of her when she was big, and she was. I mean, there's levels to it, but
You're like disgusting.
she was friendship over. She was really way bigger than I was. I
Yeah.
was really overweight.
And then she was like, "Let me see your picture."
I said, I can't find. I ate it. I ate it. But I wasn't even, half as big as her in any regard. Like if she was on, hypothetically, say she was on my 600-pound life, I would have been on like my 300-pound life, relatively.
So
to
she
that.
was twice as big as you.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
She had like a medical condition or like a thyroid thing or something. But I was like, we were both big kids, but it's
Yeah.
all relative. But I was a big kid. Were you ever a big kid?
No.
It's all good. It's all good. That's all good.
I've only
We all
gotten
go through different stuff.
Yeah, I've only gotten bigger. So I haven't had my big phase yet.
Oh, it's
So it's coming.
It's coming. Everybody's got one.
My pumpkin. I'll become a pumpkin latte
If it happens in LA, you'd be like one of the first people to have it happen in LA.
to get really big.
Real big. Well, actually, no. I lived out here for a couple months and I wasn't walking at all, and that's when I did Stacia's program because I like felt awful.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's so much tied to your mental health.
I know.
Yeah, that's why I've been I walk a lot.
That's great.
That's all I do. I just walk and hike which is the same thing as walking.
You do it's like aggressive walking.
Yeah, it's aggressive uphill walking.
I love that. I go hiking like maybe twice a year. But every time I do, it's so fun.
I notice a lot of people who love the gym don't like hiking.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Because it's like you're like out in the elements.
You're like, where are the machines?
Yeah, because in a machine you can start and stop in a really controlled way.
Yeah.
Maybe, but I like a hike.
I do too. I like getting outside. It's good for my mind. If I
So
stay
good.
inside too long, that's when I start getting depressed. And I'm like, oh, what am I doing with my life? I have no family.
100. Do you have no family?
I mean, I have family, but like not like my family that I
Totally.
can like control.
I'm alone. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll wake up usually very like irritable, discontent, scared, and then if I get outside, that wipes it. But if I don't get outside, it snowballs. So I
Yeah.
have to get outside. That's why I try to get even though I'm like, okay, it'd be so much more economical or whatever to make coffee at my apartment. I get out and get the coffee.
Yeah.
Get out, talk to the guy at the coffee shop. That quick little exchange kind of snaps me out of my head.
Yeah, but you're in New York, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
So it's a short walk, to be honest.
Yeah, you got to get out in the city.
You got to get out.
That's what it's like. People in New York, they have tiny places.
Yep.
But it's because you don't want to be at home.
Right.
You're constantly out. There's so much nightlife and walking. LA is different.
Yeah.
It's like things are so spread out. Traffic sucks.
You have to put in an effort to walk.
Yeah, I mean, I could walk to the Starbucks, but I'd have to cross the freeway.
That's the end of you.
I'm just gonna drive.
If you cross the freeway, that would be the end of it.
I'd feel alive though.
You
bet.
sure would.
Yeah.
Who needs cryotherapy? You'd be untouchable the first couple times. And then maybe, I don't know how many times one could cross the freeway without like a big fucking problem. Big problem.
You're just out there like, is that jet ski?
Yeah.
Like Frogger.
What's that sport where they like jump from building to building? Do you know what I'm talking about? Parkour.
Yes,
I'm
parkour.
surprised there aren't parkour people, that type of adrenaline rush going up, doing the highway, running across it.
You know, some of my favorite people are the stunt doubles. Like I follow this one woman, I forget her name, but I just watch her stunts I follow her on Instagram, so they pop up and she does
Badass.
crazy like jumping over buildings and like I've seen even simple stuff which sounds like her falling down stairs.
That's tough.
I'm like scrolling and then I'll just see a woman falling downstairs like what the hell, and then she gets up and they're like cut and I'm like whoa.
God damn.
And like racers, like stunt car drivers. I did this sketch. I used to be a production assistant on the Late Late Show.
Cool.
And it was grueling, but it was cool sometimes because I could like sit in for camera.
That's a cool experience.
Yeah, because you're getting like big water bottles
Right.
and like popping up tents, and it's really physically laborious.
Laborious.
Yeah, laborious.
I only know how to say that because you teed it up. I wouldn't know.
I don't. It sounds like a
Laborless.
Dr.
Laborless.
Seuss word.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. The laborious
Labor-
monkey popped out on Tuesday. Laborious. It's a physically demanding job.
Yeah, it was so physically demanding. And I remember whenever they'd be like, can we get a stand-in? I'd be the first one because it would be like a break.
Totally.
But this guy was doing donuts in the rain, and he was a race car driver like for movies. Like he drove all the actual driving in Baby Driver.
Awesome.
And like in Fast and Furious movies, and I got to just sit in the car while he was driving, and I was like, "This guy's the man." Like,
he would just let it rip, and then you.
I sat in the back seat so the cameras could see if they could like stay on it for when James Corden was sitting in there. You know, they put one of us in first.
Would you get scared?
No, I love the adrenaline.
Woo.
I thought it was so fun.
I do like adrenaline, love adrenaline even, but I think I would get scared of that.
In the car?
Yeah, because I'd be like, I'd be distracting him because I'd be like, whoa, like, ah! Like, did you mean to do that? I think I'd start getting
No, this guy
nervous.
was like the most confident person I've ever seen in my life.
That's cool.
Yeah, he was like any amount of screaming, he would still just be driving.
That's awesome.
He'd be driving.
I'd
Yeah.
love to be a stunt double.
Right?
Oh.
I think that's such a cool job. I think that might be the coolest job.
It's so bad at
And
that's
they don't even care about the fame, which
Right.
makes it even cooler. Like they're just like, yeah, you don't have to put my face
it's
on
the
it.
love of the game.
Yeah.
I watched the latest Mission Impossible.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
It wasn't so good. It was like I actually hated it, to be totally honest.
Okay.
And I like those movies, but I went online and be like, what do other people think about this? Like, I thought it sucked so much that I thought I was missing something. Like I was like, maybe I missed maybe I missed the setup. Like what? How could this be so bad? And then if you Googled it, people were like, but Tom, he does his own stunts,
Yeah.
which is cool.
It is. That is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. But also now with CGI, it's like hard to know what. I was less
Yeah.
impressed than I should have been, I guess, by him doing his own stunts by that.
I will say I did get to meet Tom Cruise.
Really?
And it was on
Was
his.
he gay?
Was
Could you
he?
tell? Did you think?
Well, he shook my hand.
Gay. I guess it'd be hard for. I guess it would be weird if he brought it up to in that.
He shook my hand. He didn't like dip me and kiss me on the mouth. But he's really charming in real life. I almost signed up for it, Scientology, but
I'm a fan of him.
yeah,
I find him so I mean, I know that. Like, I watch all of his movies. I find him very captivating. His charm works on me.
he's very charming, and yeah, he's obviously like successful for it.
For sure.
Yeah, it'd be hard to argue Tom Cruise isn't charming.
Yeah.
He's the man.
He is so. I asked the acting coach once. I was like, "What is it about Tom Cruise?" And she was like, "Everything he does, he is so into." She was like, "You follow him because he's so in it." You're like, "What is he doing? Where is he going?" And I related to that. I was like, "Yeah, like he's just so embodying whatever the emotion is."
Yeah, that is how when I met him, we were on this hangar, like this private hangar in the Mojave Desert.
Like a plane.
Yeah, and he was flying his jet. Like
That's insane.
Yeah, he was flying them, and I remember I went on I was the driver on the shoot. Like I would drive with the crew. Yeah, I do like driving. But
That's
I would
cool.
drive the 15-passenger van, and they took a small crew out just to scout it, and so I got to be a part of it since I was the driver.
That's awesome.
And we were in a briefing room where he was. I guess anytime the plane goes off like that, like a jet where they're doing turns and stuff, they have to do a briefing.
Sure.
And so he's like got these toy planes pretty much, and he's like, then I'm gonna go up and do a dip like that. He's like,
and anyone else, you're like, "Yeah, buddy, sure, aren't we all?"
Yeah, he looked delusional,
right. And then I'm gonna flip it around, and then yeah.
And then he's like just like a little boy, and then he did it.
I didn't know he did his own flying. So that's crazy.
Yeah, he did all his own flying too, and he just I guess owns those planes.
I would have been very starstruck. I get very starstruck by actors and singers.
But you act a lot.
Well, here and there, but I still get starstruck by actors usually. Like
on set or on person.
Probably not on set, but like I saw. Oh my God, The Bourne Identity.
Jason.
I saw Jason Bourne, but the guy
Matt.
who plays Matt, yeah. I saw him at the Comedy Cellar like a couple months ago, and I was very starstruck by it. But I could tell it was him because it looked like him kind of, but it was like really late at night. Like he'd been out a little bit, let's say. Maybe it looks like he'd been like drinking, and like he had a quadrant of like executive types around him.
That's so cool.
Like just like I'd say there was like 15 just like
oh wow
industry people and it was like a circular table, and then he was in the middle of it, and I was like, oh my god, and I kept like looking at him, but I didn't ask for a picture. I just like kept like looking over at him. I was starstruck.
I always want to get the picture, and I
know.
can't do it either.
I know.
My dad's always like, you got to get the picture.
Got to go for it.
I can't do it. Even on set, he was like, as a production assistant,
wouldn't you get in trouble for that if you did that? Yeah.
He would be like, here's what you do, because I'd be like, I can't do that. I get in trouble. He goes, here's what you do.
Oh.
He's like, if it's a female star, just wait for them to go to the bathroom.
He saw about this.
Yeah, he told me to follow them into the bathroom.
No, that would make it much worse.
So much worse.
Wait till their pants are down.
Corner them when they're alone and most vulnerable.
Women love that. Kick the door open. Don't let them leave until you get that picture.
Not like they're even using the same bathroom I'm using.
Right, true.
It's like, what are you thinking?
Where does your dad live?
North Carolina.
Okay, yeah. My dad's in like rural Maine, so like
we grew up in Arizona.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but so I don't know where you got that thinking. But you think that's a back east thing?
Or it could be like someone who maybe hasn't been on set before.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like that
Yeah.
would be like my dad's like he would say something similar in terms like he wouldn't understand that we would all have our own different bathrooms type thing.
You don't get the layers. Maine's small, right?
Maine big state, not many people, very spread out. So my hometown where he lives is like 2,000 people.
Oh wow.
So that would be like actually there was this reality show called Turdy Works about this woman who sold moose poop in Maine. And I worked on it right as right before the pandemic happened, and I remember like I was like walking around and I got a call like there's this reality show about moose poop in Maine, and I was like, if I have to do this, like this is like everything's gone horribly wrong. And then like a week later I was like, I want to do it. So I did it, and it was actually really cool, but they cheated it as though I was like the woman's friend. Like we went way back, so they filmed a little at my dad's house, and so he got to like see the filming and like see how,
so cool.
Even though it was reality TV, that you kind of they cheated a little bit, so he got to see all that, and he was like very he thought that was really neat. He got the whole crew like food. Like he got everyone like muffins and stuff. And I was like, oh no, Dad, like
they pay for
they'll
that.
have a craft services and all that. But he like got so many muffins. Like it was cute.
That is really cute.
It was cute. He was excited.
I love that when the parents get to see a little bit of what you actually do.
Yes.
Yeah, my mom's gone to the Comedy Store and seen me like every step of my career.
Does she psych you out when she goes?
No, because she's gone so many times. Like she went to like when I first moved to LA, I bought tickets for us to go see a show in the main room. And then she visited when I was working as a door guy there, and she's visited since now that my name's on the wall.
That's awesome.
Every step of the journey.
That's
she's been there,
awesome.
so now it doesn't scare me. My dad, he lives farther, so he hasn't been there. So eventually he's gonna come out here and visit, and I'm just like, it's a lot.
I'm the reverse. My mom has seen more shows, but she's seen some of the worst shows of my entire life.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
So bad. Like truly some of the shows where it's like, some of the worst. And then my dad has randomly come to just like great shows. Like even when I first moved to New York and I did a bringer show at Gotham, and he came with me to that, and it was like a great experience. Every show he's come to has just randomly been like a fantastic experience. And then my mom, it's been bad.
She's been to some bad shows too.
It's tough having your parents see you in that situation.
Oh yeah, like above a bar,
Ooh.
and they're like the TV's really loud below you, and no one's paying attention.
Ooh.
It's the worst.
We were in Warwick, Rhode Island once. I remember, and I was doing like a comedy competition. We parked behind this truck that had a Confederate flag on it.
Okay,
and I was like,
"That's what you pulled up to."
That's what we pulled up to, and I was like, "Whoa!" And then we went in, and there was this like they separated us. They're like, "You're in the competition." Like,
they segregated you.
They segregated us. They're like the comedians in the competition over here. And I was like, I remember seeing my mom, and there was these two guys near like giant like mutton top like biker guys, which is cool. But I was just like, this is a lot. And then it was one of the worst shows I've ever done. Like I remember someone was doing like I'm not gonna impersonate it, but it was not an Asian person, but they like made their eyes impersonating Asian, and we were doing the Asian voice. Like I was just like like I just did not know that was something that would be out and about.
Yeah, that's crazy. And and then you're like, I have to go up, and my mom's here.
And my mom's here.
And there goes my act.
I did bomb, but also it's like, what would have happened if I had done well? That would have been bad too. You know what I mean? If the people that also like that were then like, ah. So that car ride back, we drove in silence, and at the end of it,
no, that's even worse.
Like we were both just like processing. At the end, she was like, "You gotta go to grad school," and I like applied to grad school, and I went to grad school from that.
Oh, what did you major in?
Media studies.
Oh, that might have helped.
That's what I was thinking, and it was really interesting. But I didn't pay attention. I got like a scholarship. I used to drink a lot, so I wasn't there. I was like running around doing open mics, but it was interesting.
What did I do? Media studies every night. Just watching movies.
I know.
Is that what that is?
It's kind of, but you're studying like the philosophy of media. But it was also before social media, so it was like like there was this quote that they would always talk about: the medium is the message. So they would talk about the different media, that how you like take things in affects how you then internalize it, and like how the reality is somewhere in the middle of what you see and receive.
Oh wow, yeah, that seems really important right now with social media.
I know. I wish I had paid attention more.
That's what you just said.
That was about all I gleaned.
You know what? When this episode comes when this episode comes out, listen to that part.
Okay, cool.
Because then it'll go through you, and
I gotta remember. They haven't even sent me my diploma. I need to go get that diploma.
How long has it been?
It's been like it's been a long time.
Yeah, you got to get that diploma.
I got to get that diploma.
Put it up on your wall and
like just remember that I did it.
You could submit it to different clubs.
I could and be like, "This is I'm
a graduate.
I'm a graduate.
Let me.
What do you think about that? Please see if that. I'd be scared to go to the club that actually would like have that be work as a credit, but whatever."
Xavier, are you getting this on camera?
Yeah.
Oh, that'll sell.
Guy I put some Guy hot sauce on my mouth, and now I'm getting extra kisses from my dog. Guy hot sauce. It's our last local ad with Guy hot sauce. Oh man, I'm gonna miss them on here. Yeah, I feel like I'm part of their family now. It's a dad and a mom, an age-old story. Boy meets girl, hot sauce. You know the rest. And we see you guys when you make orders. We've been seeing the orders go through. It's so cool. We're very appreciative. We love the Guigon team. They sent us some clothes. I'm actually wearing the hoodie in the episode you're watching now. Guigon, the ad's gone soon. This is the last one. Bygone for now, Guigon forever. Yes, we'll miss you, Guigon. Visit tieguigon.com/jetfuel.
You know those reenactment shows, like a true crime?
Yeah.
I love those shows. I don't watch them that much anymore, but I did a couple of those. And this was one where it was like, they had a sex scene that was like a big part of the story, and we like me and the actress like went over it. They had like smoke machines. We like went over like outfits. Like it was like pretty choreographed out. No intimacy coordinator because it was like not SAG, like none of that stuff. But we were like ready, and we were like, okay, like this is how we're gonna do this, and blah blah blah. And fog machine's going, and the director's like, well, we're not gonna do it. And I don't know
What happened?
I don't know what happened, but someone high up must have got wind of it and then been like, absolutely. Like they didn't even want to have the option to have it.
They were probably like, let's reenact this. And
Right.
then they found out like, whoa, that's not part of the story.
Totally. And they're like, get it out of here. So I never did it. But I would do one under the right circumstances, would you?
I don't know. I used to think absolutely not.
Mm.
But as I get older, I'm a little bit more comfortable with myself and
Yes.
acting and what that is. And so now I'm like, yeah, but the first time I ever worked on a film set, I went to film school,
Oh, cool.
and they called
Where'd
me
you go to film school?
Scottsdale Community College.
Hell yeah.
Fighting Artichoke.
Hell yeah.
I'm not kidding.
Are they that? Because it's like, I always wonder with school, I don't want to come across wrong, but are certain schools mascots that because other mascots have been taking no shade to the Fighting Artichokes?
No, it's a great question. It was because it's an art school, but the district required them to have a mascot.
Got it. So it was like in
Yeah, it was like
protest kind. Okay, got it. Because I'm like, I don't know if there was like a list of mascots and all of them get taken. So then you got to be like,
the artichoke.
yeah, like the silly donkey or whatever.
The silly donkey
Like, why
is
can't
really funny
Why can't
too.
we be the lions?
Yeah, it was Artie the artichoke.
Nice.
Yeah, and it was just all over the campus, this cartoon artichoke. But then by my last year, they roided him out. He
Oh,
was
great.
this like really tough
You
artichoke.
get your ass kicked by a roided up artichoke from
Yeah.
art school.
I don't know why they switched that. Anyway, but I don't know what graphic designer was like. Let's do a revamp on
Yeah,
Artie.
beef them. This is what we need to remake. This will increase admission.
Yeah.
This is what's gonna make the art kids want to come here.
But we had this we were just doing like film classes and blocks, and then I remember getting a call from like certain students were already working in film.
Yep.
Like a local films, and one of the guys called me and he's like, "Hey, do you want to work on a movie set?" And I was like, "Oh my god,
Yes.
this is it.
It's happening.
It's happening."
It's happening.
And I get the set, and they go, "You're gonna hold the boom mic," and I said, "Oh, cool." And it doesn't pay anything. And I was like, I don't care. The
Right.
opportunity is enough. And they go, okay, we're filming a sex scene right now. And I said, awesome. And they go,
Put me in coach.
yeah, I couldn't believe it. And I think they thought I would leave by then.
Oh, so they were trying to like feel you out, and they didn't give you any more info than this at all.
No, they were like laughing at me, but I didn't see any of it until later
Mm.
because I was so like I'm making it.
100. You're so fucking excited.
I'm so excited.
I interned at a recording studio in Boston like years ago. Like I think it was coming out at little bit in high school, and I did it in college, and I was just so excited that you couldn't have told. I would have done anything. I was cleaning spit off the wall because like
loving it.
loving it.
Yeah.
I was getting. I would get ice cream sandwiches for the producer, who, by the way, I don't think any of them ever did any songs that like went anywhere in any bright. But to me, it was like I was elated by this.
Yeah. Well, I was like, whatever you want, same
Right.
thing. I'll clean spit off, whatever. Where's the
100%.
sex scene?
Let's do it.
And I get in there, and the sound guy's in there who could have held it himself. So now I'm like his assistant for free.
Right.
For free. And then it's a sex scene. It's a man and a woman, and the director. I find out the woman is his wife.
Shit.
So he's directing his wife in a sex scene with another guy, and we're just in an apartment complex in Phoenix.
Was this like? Did this movie ever air?
Yeah. I think it was called 357.
Nice.
And it was like a Kill Bill meets The Crow is how it was explained to me. Actually, kind of cool movie, but
And it wasn't like a porno type movie.
no,
Okay.
no. But I walked in on it like it was,
Sure.
and they were like, "Okay, here's what you do: just hold the boom mic, and they're gonna go onto the bed, and you just follow it." And the whole time, I think everybody was like, "Why is she? I can't believe she's still here."
Right.
And I just did the thing, and I ended up working on the whole movie. And then the sound guy was like, he's like, thank you so much for helping me. Like, I'd love to buy you dinner for your help. And I might be kind of autistic. And I was like,
he said that or you said that?
He said that.
Oh.
He wanted to buy me.
But he was like, but I'm kind of autistic.
Oh, no, I'm saying that.
Wait, I think I'm also kind of autistic.
Yeah, I think because I'm very literal.
Me too.
Yeah, so when he said, I'll buy you dinner for your help, I was like, oh, that's okay. Cash is fine.
Oh, damn.
Because he just wanted to take me out.
Right.
But I didn't pick up on that.
Flirting is really hard for people that take things really literally.
Yeah.
I have a really hard time flirting, especially if anybody is being like sarcastic or negging.
Oh yeah, I instantly like if I talk to a guy on Hinge and he's negging me, I'm like I'm out of here.
I hate it. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I don't get it. Like I don't pick up. I'm also really bad with like sarcasm. It takes me a long time. Like last weekend.
Oh really?
That I got because we're talking about it. But short of that, like maybe it was a couple weeks ago. I had gotten my girlfriend flowers, and her sister was visiting, and she was like, "Where are these from? Hawaii?" And I was like, no, I got them at the bodega. And both my girlfriend and her sister were like, yeah, Emma, obviously.
Well, then you have to say it like, where are these from?
Then I would have gotten
Hawaii?
It. Right. Or Lexi said, my girlfriend was like, Emma got them for me from Hawaii. And her sister was like, oh, how nice that like she went to Hawaii to get the flowers. And I was like, I didn't. I got them at the bodega. And they were like, so I do stuff like that all the time.
Yeah. I've never been diagnosed.
Me neither.
I don't like labels.
No, I mean, but I've been tested for ADHD and dyslexia, so I would have thought it would have popped up.
Oh, what was the test like?
I don't remember it well because I got tested for a bunch of stuff, but the first time I ever got tested, the very first time my mom had my IQ tested, which is probably not a good sign.
Yeah, that's insulting.
It was unprompted to my not like it was. She said we were going to go visit a friend of hers, and we drove hours away. It was me, my sister, and my half brother. And my sister and my half brother started asking questions. Like they were like, "Why are we doing this? Like where are we going?" Like they're asking questions, and I was like, "We're going to go see your friend." We go see the friend, and it took me way too long to be like, you're testing me for something. And my brother got diagnosed. He got put in Mensa, the Genius organization.
Oh, yeah.
And then my sister did really well, and then they never told me my test score.
They're like,
so just had to start wearing a helmet after that for years. But I never figured out the score, but it probably didn't go in my favor.
You have such a positive disposition on life and stuff. I wonder if it's because your upbringing was kind of...
I wonder if you didn't do well on that IQ test.
Well, you're telling me you were big and stupid.
Yeah, I was having a hard, but I had fun.
Good.
I did have fun as a kid too. Like I have very fond memories of like Maine and smoking pot and hanging out. Like it was good times.
That's so good to hear. So many comics they're like, yeah, everything sucks in my life. And
there was toughness, but those are some of my best. Like I loved like hanging out in Blue Hill, Maine. It was just like we would just drink a lot and drive around, and like that was fun. I mean, don't drink and drive, obviously.
Yeah, don't do it.
But the driver wouldn't drink, but other people in the car.
Yeah, we would drink so much in Arizona too.
Yeah,
just the desert.
Oh.
And your dad grew up he was in small town or big place, not a lot of people.
Right.
My dad grew up in Casa Grande, and now Casa Grande is more populated. But when he grew up, there was like nothing. And I remember he told me he rode a motorcycle and he rode into Phoenix, and it was like going to the big city.
Sure.
And he got pulled over, and the cop said you were speeding, and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about, and he'd never ever even heard of a speed limit. That's what a small town it was.
Totally. It's all, you don't run into people. There's no, like, I remember trying to learn.
It's just dirt roads.
It's just dirt. I remember trying to learn how to parallel park. And I was like, I'm never going to use this. Like, there's never, no two cars in town. Like, we're good. I don't have to.
That's so funny.
Even to learn how to parallel park, I'd have to, like, go places and, like, see someone be like, can I, like, park around you with my mom?
Pretend like you're a car.
Creep up on them. Yeah, right. Yeah. We're starting without the car, and then we're going to work our way into it. But I do think that taking literal stuff, flirting is where it is the worst.
Yeah, I have a really hard time with that. I'm trying to think of...
It's tough.
I went on the Hinge thing, and I don't get jokes on them. And then they're like, but you're a comedian. And then they'll say this weird stuff like, one guy was probably... If in person, it probably wasn't as bad, but on the app, he was just like,
because there's no context.
Yeah, I put it was like, what are simple pleasures in life? And I was like, going to the grocery store, going to the bank.
For sure, that's the right answer. For sure,
we go on the road so much.
Yeah, I love going to the grocery store.
I feel like an alien being a regular person.
Totally.
Yeah,
I had a Friday off this Friday.
Yeah.
I ended up was kind of like last minute. I was opening for my friend Mateo in Seattle, and I came in.
Oh, he's so funny.
It was a great show, great time, and then I came in and I had Friday night off, and I felt like an alien or like someone like pretending, like cosplaying as a more normal person.
Yes.
I went out to dinner with Lexi and her friends, and normally on a Friday I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, but I have a hard time in certain social situations like that.
Yeah.
So I remember being like, I did a good job at that one.
Yeah. You're like, totally nailed it.
Nailed
which
it.
is not like
That's
something
not what
normal
people say. Like I was like, I like handled that well. Because sometimes I'll be actually quiet in big social situations. Because if I'm myself, I'm like, I'll get excited and what could be perceived as interrupting, but I'm just excited.
Yeah.
So with comics that works or whatever, but if it's normal people, then I'm like, I don't want them to think I'm interrupting, then I just don't say anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I was shut down.
Shut down.
But I put the bank on my Hinge profile, and this guy goes, comedians don't go to the bank. And I said, I'm successful. And then he was like, yeah, right. And then he kept saying things like that, like, you're not a comedian. And
Motherfucker.
He's like, where can I see this so-called comedy of
Yes,
yours?
I hate this guy.
And I just unmatched.
I hate that.
Like, I can't.
Any type of mean, I was missing a front tooth for a while.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It was brutal.
Wait, is it popping?
Oh, I have veneers, and I had a problem with one of the veneers, like popped off. I like broke the tooth under it. And then I like went to a dentist that there was like all of these problems kept happening. I went to the dentist and they put too much bone in my mouth to try to make a bone graft, and my mouth didn't take to it, so I had to go to a different dentist. So it was like a whole thing, but I was missing a tooth for a while. Then when I got the tooth, I was feeling pretty good about it.
Sure.
And this girl after a show, I think was trying to flirt, but this fucked me up. She came up to me and she was like, even thinking about it. She was like, you're a lot funnier when you were missing a tooth.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, actually, I'm really struggling with that because I had a bunch of jokes about missing the tooth, and I was hamming it up with the missing tooth. And one of the hardest things is to find a way to address how I look on stage. So I was kind of leaning on the tooth, and I was like, but like this is one of my first shows where I've got my tooth back, and I thought I was feeling good about it. And she was like, I was just like trying to be silly, and I was like, I just turned away.
Yeah.
And I thought about that, and then my girlfriend was like, she was trying to flirt.
Yeah.
And I know she was trying to, if that person ever sees this, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have been flirting anyway. I'm in a relationship, but maybe I made that a little weirder than it needed to be. But it was a sensitive topic.
Yeah, we're like, thanks. That's all I was thinking about. Thank you.
That's all I've been thinking about since I got this fucking tooth. If I would have been better with no tooth.
I know. Sometimes I think about knocking one out. It's so funny.
It's funny.
Missing tooth might be the funniest.
It is funny.
Yeah.
People treat you differently when you've got a missing tooth.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll smoke cigarettes. I'll put the cigarette in the tooth. It's a good time.
Cigarette holder.
It was my party trick. I had a couple comments when I posted clips missing a front tooth where people were like, you're copying, and then
another missing tooth.
Yes. And I was like, this would be such an intense long game to go through, to be copying someone with it takes a lot to not have a tooth.
Yeah.
It's
a commitment.
If you were born, or I guess everyone loses their teeth, but like if you have that where you miss the front tooth and it goes on for a long time, a few things have to go wrong in that scenario.
Yeah, I think that's why it looks so weird, because it happens when you're a kid. So then if you're an adult with one missing, it's like, whoa.
What's going on?
What's going on?
And also, they give you a temporary tooth. Like, they give you like a flipper, so you can usually put that in.
Yeah.
But I kept losing that.
You kept losing your flipper?
Kept losing the flipper.
That's such a demeaning word for it, too.
It is.
You little flipper.
It's like very like infantilizing you. Whenever I would I lost a flipper like 3 times, so I was like, fuck it, I'm not going to get another flipper.
Did you ever find money, though, when you lost them?
I never did.
Like from Tooth Fairy?
No, that would have been awesome.
That would have been awesome.
So I got a bonus.
You just kept finding dollar bills on the ground.
That'd be great. Or I'm just finding it anyway, and I think it's my missing tooth. It's all paying back.
It's all paying back, man.
I was missing it it ended up being like 9 months.
Oh wow.
No tooth.
That's crazy.
Crazy. And I would go on auditions, and I'd be like, why am I even auditioning? Because if the character has all their teeth, like I'm coming in with a plot point here.
Yeah,
'cause it's like
it does change everything about
changes
the character.
everything about it. Was this tooth?
Oh yeah, that's a major tooth. That's like his main character.
It was a major tooth. It was a tough time.
Yeah, I bet some roles would be perfect immediately.
That would have been great. Yeah, because someone else would want to take their tooth out. I already came in with no
But
tooth.
you have to address it. Like, you can't
You
play
have
like
to.
a doctor with a missing tooth.
Right. Yeah,
and
just
never
be like,
address it.
things are gonna go well for you, but they're not going so well. The hospital's making cutbacks. Like,
Yeah, the surgeon with the missing tooth. That's crazy. Yeah, there's certain roles you just can't play with that.
couldn't do it. If you want to flirt with someone, how would you? Because for me, it would be not on the apps. Where I would shine would be if it would be like I'd have to like know them in person somehow, and then I could maybe flirt. But sometimes people, I don't know if you get this, they'll think I'm flirting, but I'm just being friendly.
All the time.
Yeah, and then
very
I'm like
friendly, and
same.
I have to be careful now.
And then I'm like, oh, I was not flirting at all.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm very direct. Yeah, because I'm also like very cautious, so I don't really flirt with many people.
Same. And
Yeah.
I've 100%, unless I'm in the person has to, because I'm attracted to women that don't look gay at all, but are. So they would I assume everybody is straight, and I would not flirt with a straight person. And so that radar is just off for me. Like, I'm not boop, 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 thinking anybody's flirting unless they have to like be so like, I am flirting.
Yeah, that's the same. Like, people have asked me, guys have been like, do you want to write?
Right.
And then I'll be like, yeah.
I'd love to. Yeah.
I would love that
That
opportunity.
sounds great.
and then my friends will be like, he's asking you out. I'm like, oh, no, thank you.
Which is crazy because asking someone to write, that would be an intense date.
Well, yeah, and this was years ago when I was doing open mics.
But that'd be an awesome hang.
Yeah, it'd be fun hang as a young comic. And
Oh,
you're
I
like,
love to write.
Yeah, I'm a comic now.
I feel like they know that, and that's why they entice you with the writing.
Well, yeah.
Mm.
It's like a way to be like, do you want to hang out sometime?
Yes.
It's a little bit safer.
Right.
Because then if I say yes, it could either go, we end up getting some jokes, worst case.
Worst case, that happens.
Best case, you know.
And they're not putting themselves out there, because if you say no, it's not like you're saying no to like dinner, which is like clearly a date.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to Andrew Field at Built Different Fitness. Thank you for buying our local ad. Go check him out. Built Different Fitness. It's a YouTube page, Built Different Fitness. It's Andrew Field. Check him out. Thanks for supporting Jet Fuel. And back to the episode. Actually, before we get back to the episode, we actually have a video that he made. Let's check it out.
Hey Jet Fuel listeners, I'm Andrew, your friendly neighborhood personal trainer, and I've got a free Black Friday gift for you guys. Yep, absolutely free. I created a fitness group for weight loss, and you get 3 workouts per week. You get meal prep guides or meal recipes if you want. You also get to ask me questions in live Q&As in the school platform, which is where the fitness community is. The website is here at the bottom of the screen, or you can check out my YouTube channel, and the link is in the description. And if you really don't want to join, I would appreciate you guys just taking a look at the YouTube channel and giving me a follow. So thank you to Jet Fuel and Jet Ski for letting me sponsor this podcast, and I'll see you in there, guys. Later.
Dinner is also so awkward for me for first date.
If I'm on the date, I like a dinner.
I do not like it.
If we get to the dinner, great.
It's too much eye contact, and then I don't know where to look.
I get that. And then when you're eating, you don't want to both take a bite at the same time, and there's like a weird pause.
Yeah, and I'm like hungry, so
Yeah.
I like eat. So I'm not like being cute or nothing.
You don't do the like just order a salad. You actually have to.
No.
Yeah, of course, same. But I like
I'm
it.
like inhaling the food.
I'm back off. I'm starving.
Yeah,
This is the real me.
because I eat for like a purpose.
For sure.
So I'm like, I'm not like enjoying the food as much. I'm just trying to get full.
Are you a fast eater?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. I eat quick.
I didn't even know I was until my friends told me like,
Same.
slow down.
Same. I'd always be done way before other people, and then my mom would like point it out. She'd be, but I grew up with my dad, and he didn't point it out. I think he used to eat quick too.
Because we got places to be.
We got places to be in rural Maine. We had to be watching TV, so we'd inhale that
Yeah,
like
those-
microwave, whatever we were fucking
Media
eating.
studies.
Media get to studying, eat quick. I would always be eating on the go,
Yeah.
and then people would be like, "Well, you eat like wait, like slow down."
Yeah.
You know,
Sometimes I
problems.
think about chewing.
Yeah,
Rarely. But
I'll do that too. I'll be like, "You got to chew, you got to chew, you got to chew," because I'll swallow a whole bite.
Oh, I'll swallow a whole burger.
Hell, you know those animals that just like put it in and goes down the gullet? I like that because I like that feeling. I like that giant feeling of it going down my throat. It feels like it makes me whole for a second.
That's Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's a problem, though.
It makes me feel comforted
Yeah.
because it's like all in my mouth, and then it's like I forget. The only time I don't like it if it's peanut butter, and then it feels like it's gonna. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah. No.
That I could see myself like dying
I used to
that
just
way.
eat out of peanut butter jar.
And then
Oh,
you're
yeah.
like, oh, this is how I die. This is what I deserve. Imagine dying and the fucking peanut butter's in your esophagus, and they're like, you idiots.
Yeah, they're trying to give you CPR, and they're like, it's too sticky.
Because you can control yourself around freaking skippy smooth peanut butter. I mean, I'd get it if someone did die like that. That stuff is fucking delicious.
Yeah, I've been really liking those peanut butter jelly Uncrustables.
Those are great.
God, those are so
Those
good.
are great. I have a hard time controlling myself around those, but I'll have them at the airport or like on the road. Because the thing too is on the road, I'll go down. I'll try to get groceries or something, anything to prevent me from going down to the hotel. It's not the little thing at the hotel food. I
Yeah.
tried because then just being alone in a hotel room eating Hot Pockets,
Ugh, it's so gross.
it's tough.
I used to love that stuff, but now it's like so gross. I just do like if they have the meat and cheese charcuterie.
Oh
those
yeah,
are like the best.
yeah. I love a charcuterie.
I had Fruit Loops the other day. I haven't had cereal in so long.
I love that type of stuff.
Yeah,
If I eat that though, then I'll be like, I gotta get more. I gotta get more.
Snack
It's
mode.
not like I won't get satisfied. I have to just like have more and more of it.
I've been getting better at like smaller portions and
Nice.
healthier options, and
Yes.
then just like Uber eating fast food.
That's
That's like so dangerous when it's so accessible. I
It
actually
is.
don't like how accessible it is.
because it's so much easier to get the fast food.
So much, yeah, it's almost sometimes it's impossible to not. Like there's sometimes there's just no other options.
I've had that.
Everything's closed. It's late at night.
And then once you eat that, you want more of that because the chemicals in
Yeah.
it, you're like, I need more salt. I need more. It's like the best brains in the planet are trying to figure out how to get us to eat that stuff. The
Yeah.
geniuses from MIT are just sitting around being like, how can we get those two specifically? How can we get people to have that flavor sensation where once it hits your tongue, it does something to your brain? So it's like almost easier to not even start because like if I have an Oreo, my defenses are down.
Yeah.
It's so like this. Anytime I eat an Oreo, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like it's so good.
I'll eat a whole sleeve.
How can you not?
Yeah.
And it's these, I don't know who is behind it, but it's geniuses.
Yeah. They're in the lab with like 1 grain salt, 1 grain sugar.
Geniuses.
Yeah.
Like this, and they probably don't even touch the stuff.
Oh no.
Like,
Or they would stop working.
right. They'd just be at home fucking
Eating.
eating Oreos. I can't make it to work today. I'm strung out on the Oreos.
It's tough, but it does get easier the more you do it. Like I'm maybe 3 years into headlining on the road.
Nice.
So I'm figuring out little tips and tricks, and sometimes I won't even eat at the club.
I'll try not to, but then if I get hungry, I'll do it. But I will, if I go in and go to a grocery store or something, that will make a big difference. But it's just not getting, also because if I go to bed hungry, I do not like that. And
I hate that.
I hate that.
But then I wake up feeling really good.
I will too, but it's hard. I went to bed hungry last night and I was a real bitch about it. Like I wouldn't shut up about it. I was just laying in bed and I was like, I'm hungry. And my girlfriend was like, Uber Eats something, and I did, and then they canceled it. And I was like, just muttering for like 2 hours. And she was like, all right, you got to make a move. Like either eat or go to sleep. And I popped melatonin and fell asleep.
That's so funny.
Felt good in the morning
She
though.
seems patient.
She's patient.
Yeah.
She's really patient.
I feel like do you change your mind up? Like, do you have a favorite coffee drink?
I do. I like iced black coffee, but sometimes I like with a little almond milk. Do you have a favorite coffee drink?
No, I'm realizing I'm probably a really hard person to be with because
I'm a hard person to be with.
maybe for different reasons.
Yeah.
I've changed my mind so much.
Oh, interesting.
Like I have like a favorite color. I don't have a favorite coffee. I just like whatever I'm feeling in the moment.
You're going with the flow.
I go with the flow.
But that can be nice too because it means like you're not so set in your ways where it's not like if I don't get this coffee at this time, like this is gonna be a big problem. Like you'd be like, okay, I'll vibe with it, whatever happens.
Yeah, it might be like that on Tuesday though.
Right. And then Wednesday, you're
But
like,
then Wednesday I'm
yeah,
cool.
right. I just could
I
see
just
that.
like I've just changed a lot, and so I'm like consistently inconsistent. I think.
I'm consistently inconsistent in the sense that I'll get hyper focused on stuff and then that'll change.
Like
So,
what?
Like recently it's been supplements. So I'll be like, oh, you gotta take this supplement.
I
And then,
see what you mean.
and it was like blood work, or like I'd be like, I gotta match this supplement to this blood work. And then before that, I was like obsessed for a little bit with like camera equipment. Like I was like, if I get this camera at this camera equipment and film it this way, and then I would a lot of times then I'd like lose, or like for a while I like learned about the lymphatic system. So I was like, I gotta drain my lymphatic system. And then I got a fucking trampoline in our tiny little apartment.
Oh my
I got a lymphatic vibration plate. Like so I'll get hyper fixated and then not be into it at all.
Oh wow.
So that's tough.
yeah, and then you just have all this stuff at your
Got
house.
all this stuff. And emotional regulation, I'm getting much better about that. But for a while, like, it'd be hard for me to calm myself down because I'd be like,
When you get angry?
not angry. If I get angry, I'll just turn that inward. But if I get stressed, I'll be like, I'm so overwhelmed. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna, you know what it is? I'm an external processor. And I think
Oh.
that's can be tough. So I'm trying to be better about being like, let me work through this in my head so it doesn't then
Oh,
make
I do
some-
that to Xavier sometimes.
It's tough.
Externally process what I'm going
Externally
through.
process.
Yeah.
And then my girlfriend has said, she'll be like, do you want, she said this to me once and I was like, ooh. I was externally processing. And she was like, do you want feedback from me? Or could you just be saying this to anybody? Because she was like, I'm going to give
that's
you.
really thoughtful.
Yeah, she was like, I'm going to give you like my heart into the feedback. But she's like, I just want to know that you want like the type of feedback that I'll specifically give you that's like, I care so much. She's like, because if you could just get this feedback from whoever, because you just kind of need to like vent it out. She was like, I don't need to be there for that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I thought about it and I was like, damn, this was just general, like, I would have said this shit to anybody.
Yeah.
And I could have worked through it on my own.
I think I just like to be completely transparent with what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why I do that. But that's probably better sometimes to just work on it inside.
It's hard.
It's hard. Yeah.
Because she'll be like, well, I'm never wondering how you're feeling. Because I'll be like, I'm hungry, I'm hot, I'm cold, I'm this, I'm that. So I'm always like keeping that. Or how are you with getting sick? I am not good about that.
Yeah, me either, because I never get sick. So
That's great.
when I rarely do, it's like
Once a year?
If that. Like
That's amazing.
I really don't get sick much. I'm really lucky.
You're doing something right.
Yeah, but it's scary to me.
Because it's so destabilizing.
Because
you're
it's
not
so
used to
different
it.
than normal, and I'm like, I'm dying.
I used to get sick like once a week or once a month. And I would be like, I'm dying. It's over. That's when I started getting into all the supplements and the blood work. Because I was like, something's not right.
Yeah.
But now when I get sick, I do not handle it well. But I'll feel like I'm dying.
Yeah, I feel like I'm dying and I can't do anything.
Can't do anything.
Yeah, and I want someone to take care of me, and I can't do anything.
Will you receive it if someone does take care of you?
My mom.
Yeah.
I call my mom.
Me
She's in
too.
Arizona. I'll be like, I'm sick. And I think she likes it a little bit.
I always want to let my mom know that I'm sick. And she'd be like, well, and my mom's love language is definitely like doing little things, but she's not like she's not like, oh, honey, like da 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 da. But she'll be like, oh, like, well, what are you going to do? Like, you're going to get some water? Like, where's Lexi? Like, can you order some soup? But I
Yeah.
still want her to know. And then I'll be like, I'll text her like an hour later, like, still sick.
Yeah.
Like, I let everybody knows
everybody
I'm
know.
sick if I'm sick.
I don't usually tell many people, but I will definitely cancel things.
I will. I'm not pushing through.
No, because it's so rare. I'm like, I never get sick. I need to cancel. And most people are like, oh yeah, you don't get sick, and they understand.
That's good. Dependable.
Yeah, I feel like I like to make sure my word means something.
Yes.
So I don't.
That's all you have in a way.
Yeah. That's
like-
why I felt bad when I moved the time today. And
That's
I'm glad
okay.
It worked out.
Worked out great.
Yeah.
No worries at all.
Loud construction. I was like, we can't record.
No worries at all. It happens.
Yeah.
Being able to keep your word to yourself also, that's how like you like build trust with yourself, like saying you're going to do something and doing it.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. I think that I've been sober since December.
Nice. I don't drink myself.
I knew that.
Yeah.
How long has it been?
Well, I had a little slip up.
Wait, was that a song? Well. Okay, sorry. Right as you talk about a slip up.
No, not. Yeah. I fucked up. My slip up was. That's so cool that you can play that.
I can. It's
Ah.
a prop.
Damn.
No,
that
I'm
is cool
kidding.
though. Nice.
I got effects on it.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I got a little ADD there. For a
That's
second.
awesome though.
When you said,
Well,
this is a story all about.
it is kind of jazzy. A slip up is kind of like, you know,
you wanted to-
blues.
Maybe we
There's a little upbeat for a relapse. Yes. That was exactly my mood.
Yeah.
I was burnt out on traveling. I hadn't been going to therapy. No support groups. Just not taking care of myself. And then what happened was I saw a store that sold THC. Gummies. And I went in and I said, can I please have some gummies? And then the woman forgot that I was even in the store. That was my chance. That was my sign from the universe to get out. Just leave. And I didn't. I said, give me the gummies. And then I was fucking stoned for about 3 weeks straight. And that's how I went out. I don't even love weed, but I went out. But that was a while ago now. That was like...
Wait, so you went into a weed store and you bought gummies and then were high for 3 weeks?
Pretty much. Maybe it was less than 3 weeks. It was like on and off.
Oh, but before that you were sober for a long time.
A long time, like 4 years.
Interesting.
And I never was even a weed gummy person because the thing now, like drinking, is less appealing to me because it's so much not a part of my life.
Yeah. That's interesting because of the stand-up.
Yeah, you know what it is? I started stand-up drunk. Like, I love drinking. It's so fun
It's so
until
fun.
for me, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Like, I have so many good memories of drinking. Like, there were times where it was just, like, truly, like, peak fun. But then I was, like, doing it all the time and just feeling like shit. I remember being, like, hungover at stuff and I would, like, get almost more excited about drinking something somewhere. And I was definitely using it to deal with anxiety, too.
Yeah, same. Oh,
For
my God.
sure.
How anxious I was when I stopped drinking is crazy.
Because you feel it. You took away the solve.
Yeah.
The crutch. You took away your coping skill.
Yeah, I'm learning how to cope all over again.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
They say in support groups, I don't know if you go to those.
No.
They say...
I'm not a pussy.
Yeah, I'm not a fucking loser. They say in those, it's not your drinking, it's your thinking. And I remember when I heard that, I was like, oh, shit. Because they're like, it's not necessarily what you do, it's why you're doing it.
Yeah, a lot of it was fitting in. It was like legit peer pressure.
Oh, damn.
I felt like such an idiot because in school they're like, oh, the peer pressure. I'm like, I'm never falling for that.
Right.
But then there were so many times where it's just like my friends were like, yeah, let's do a shot. And I'm like, all right.
For sure.
But I wouldn't have otherwise.
That's true, because like you wouldn't, just taking a shot by yourself is a very different vibe than doing it like with friends.
Yeah, and then there would be like when I stopped drinking and they'll be like, come on, just one drink. And then I learned to just be like, I can't. And they'll be like, come on. I'll be like, no, I keep blacking out. And then everyone would be like, oh.
Okay.
All
And it's
right.
also like, how do you guys not all do that? Like, I don't understand how so many people can drink and it's no problem at all.
Yeah, I was just blacking out for a long time.
I don't think I blacked out that much, but I would drink I would black out sometimes and I would drink way too much and then just feel awful. And
Yeah.
blacking out's fucking scary.
It's really scary.
It's so scary.
I used to write notes to myself so in the morning I'd know. Like,
Damn. And then you feel better not drinking?
well, now I feel a lot better.
That's
yeah.
great.
Well, yeah, I had a lot of negative thoughts too, and I still get them sometimes, but
course.
most of them have gone away since I stopped doing the nicotine.
You're not even you're not smoking. That's amazing.
Like nothing.
I don't smoke cigarettes either.
Oh yeah, didn't we when we met in person on the
At the
streets
stand,
in New York?
I think you were smoking.
Weren't you smoking too? I think you were smoking too.
I was, yeah, probably actually.
Yeah. Oh no, maybe I was smoking and you were like, I'm quitting, but not yet.
Oh, that was for years. I was doing that.
Yeah, same.
Years. But what got me to finally stop, where I then didn't do it. Now, even when I walk by smokers, I hold my breath.
Yeah, I hate the smell of it.
It's
now.
crazy. Because I used to, even after I quit, I would still smoke maybe like 10, 15 cigarettes a month. And then I was wearing this tracking device called a Whoop, and it tracks like your heart rate and all these things.
Oh
around
yeah, I
health.
heard Bert Kreischer wears one of those.
It's awesome. Like
Yeah.
I became a little obsessed with it, so I stopped wearing it. But it made me so I never smoked a cigarette again, because I was like, I wonder if the Whoop can tell I'm smoking a cigarette. I was smoking a menthol Newport with my friend Derek Drescher. I remember standing outside the Cotton Club. I was like, I'm gonna see if this picks it up. And I'm smoking, and then I check the Whoop, look on my app, and in real time, I watch my blood oxygen go from whatever is good in the green, it went to red.
Wow.
As though I had taken a poison or was about to have a heart attack. And I was like, that it happened in real time just scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I've had maybe one since then.
Oh, good. Yeah, you can't have any. I can't. If I have even
No.
just like a drag of one, then by 2 weeks, I'm buying packs again.
No,
It's that addicting.
it's
It
so
gets into your
addicting.
brain and starts changing the way you think about things. And it's your thinking, not your smoking.
You're thinking that it's like the killer's inside the house with that.
Yeah.
And it's so like meditative, and it like makes it, I love like why I used to love driving and smoking and walking around and smoking. I loved smoking cigarettes.
I did too, but even just hearing now, it makes me feel sick thinking about it.
It's so, when I like think back on just like the assault on my lungs, because I think also because it's like it's affecting you inside. Like if it was on the outside of your skin, if you saw your like, if your skin was like turning gray or whatever it's doing to your lungs on the inside, if that was on my arm, like right away we'd be like, ugh.
Yeah.
But you don't see it.
You
so
don't. But I did see an older woman smoking, and she was really drunk and she was smoking. And I remember she like forgot about the cigarette and it was like all ash and it like fell into her lap and she had really leathery skin.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was like looking at my future.
She was probably like 32.
No, she was much older.
She was really old.
Yeah, she was, but that's so funny. But I was like, oh, if I keep this route, it will start being a physical thing. It doesn't. You're right though. It doesn't immediately see it, but if you keep smoking and drinking, it's like men can get away with it. I think they're looking all rugged and like a cowboy, but
it can work for you.
Women don't want to look like cowboys. No.
It starts like you just don't want to just like see it around your face and your mouth and like.
Local ad, we got another one from Teton Skincare Products. These are very good. They are simple ingredients. They look like what you'd find at the Ren Fair at a real apothecary. Just no chemicals. Real ingredients, chapstick, night balm, day balm, and just... Is this even good? Am I selling it? I really want to sell it. The guy sent all these nice products. You guys should check them out. And also, if you go to the website, you can use promo code JetFuel and get 15% off the whole order. It smells good, but not like strong. So it's just regular old ingredients. Grass-fed tallow, Manuka honey. Good enough to eat. Wait, I'm going to make sure it's 15% off too, because I don't want to send them. Yeah, 15% off. That's a big discount. Get your order now. TetonSkincare.com. Use your promo code JetFuel, 15% off, and enjoy your new skin.
I used to love vaping.
Oh, yeah. I knew the vaping would be a problem. I quit it because it'd be like you could just smoke in your hotel bed.
Yeah, what the fuck?
It's like you don't have to go. I hated that about smoking. It was like going out of the hotel in the morning, go all the way down.
You telling me I gotta leave the hotel?
This is so stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that was like a drug you could do in your room.
I love vaping.
Yeah.
It's like peachy mango.
I know, they taste good too.
Oh, but I get you.
It's just like sucking on a battery though.
It is. Now that's how I see it.
Yeah, it's so gross.
I had a good year where I loved sucking on the battery.
Yeah.
It's so satisfying.
But my mom told me I had an oral fixation.
Yeah.
And that made me gag a little.
You don't want to hear your mom say oral.
No, yeah. She was like, I stopped breastfeeding you when you were young, and I think it caused something.
It fucked you up.
Yeah, she did. And we were eating dinner. And
how young did she stop? Like, how early?
Like, I don't know. I didn't ask any follow-up
Yeah, you're like, I don't need to hear anymore about
I'm like, we're eating.
Yeah, please.
But she said she had heart palpitations.
Huh.
And so she had to stop. And then I guess she'd been worried about it ever since.
My mom brought up that I remember her saying once that she like didn't breastfeed me as long too because like she's like I had really small breasts and I couldn't produce enough milk. But I remember her like wondering if that was why I was ADD.
Because you didn't get
enough
milk.
I didn't get enough breast milk. But my sister's fine, so I don't think that I don't know. I don't know if it affects it.
That's how moms do. They always think, how did I mess you up?
They're looking back. My mom took a happiness class once.
What the hell is that?
It was like at some Cambridge, like she was in Cambridge, Massachusetts. It was like some Cambridge Institute of Philosophy or something. And in the happiness class, they taught her that your inner monologue is formed around what your parents, moms in particular, I guess, say to you as a kid. Like that's how you learn how to talk to yourself.
Oh.
And she was like, so I thought about like, yeah. She was like, so I thought about what I said to you and I was like, shit. And I was like, it's fine. But I do think that is like part of how your like inner monologue forms. Because like the first person you're like interacting with, you're like, how do they talk to people? How do I reflect me to me?
Yeah, that makes complete sense. But then if you have a lot of adults in your life too, then it's probably all fucked up.
It gets all. Are your parents together?
No.
Me neither.
Yeah, they divorced when I was 6.
I think I was like 12.
Oh, are you the youngest or oldest?
Middle. I have an older half brother and then a younger sister. But I was kind of an only child in a way because my brother lives with his mom, my sister lived with our mom, and then I lived with our dad.
Whoa.
It was fucked up, but it was just kind of like how they did the I don't know why. My brother lived with my dad for a little bit too, but then he was with his mom. And then my mom and dad, it was like a contentious divorce. And then that was just like how they did it. Because like they were doing like us back and forth, but it was like easier for us just to each stay in one spot. But it is pretty... I don't know if that's like the right coulda, woulda, shoulda. I don't know if it's the right way to do it. My sister and I aren't that close. I wonder if it's because of that. I don't know.
And you guys switched off though?
Not really. It would be like I
Or
was
see
just
each
at my
other?
dad's. Not really. I would like see her at school. It's kind of sad.
Weird.
I know, and we look a lot alike, except for she's like super straight looking.
And she was like she's younger.
18 or 19 months younger.
Oh wow. Yeah, my sister's 6 years older.
Mm.
So that's cool. You got to go to school with your sister, I think.
We did, yeah. So we would like see each other in school, and then like now we're like closer, I would say, but we didn't grow up together.
That's so unique.
It is unique.
Yeah.
It is
I've never
unique.
heard of that before.
It's a weird way to do it.
Yeah.
I think they like to keep the kids together in general,
Yeah.
because then you've got someone to like commiserate with.
Yeah, I know. I felt it was really hard for me when my sister, so she's 6 years older, so she got as soon as she got out of high school, she moved out.
Right.
So I was, what 12 when she moved out. So I had to go through all that. That's like junior high and high school by myself.
And then were you going back and forth between your parents' house?
Yeah, until about high school, because I got so busy with like extracurriculars
For sure.
that I just stopped going to my dad's house.
That was what it was. Like
Yeah.
it was like life was happening, and then also my dad like got like a premium cable package, and I loved watching TV.
That's so funny. My mom was the one who was really advanced with technology, and my
Mm.
dad stayed in the Stone Ages.
Reverse for me.
Yeah, my dad had a PBS
Yep,
only.
that was my mom.
Yeah, and he would get the AOL 5-hour free discs.
Oh my god, I forgot about those.
Like, my mom was
I know
on-
exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, we had dial up at my mom's house
Shit.
where we could get online. It
Right.
was like it was
And it makes that
revolutionary.
noise where it's like. Yep.
Yeah, and then my dad would have it, but you'd have to put the disc in, and you only get 5
I
hours.
forgot about that.
Yeah,
That's such a mind fuck to think about having to put in a disc to get on the internet. Like that's so.
people don't even know what discs are. I'm sure some of the people who are alive right now.
That's why it's. I don't even know how to describe it.
I mean, it was crazy to get online, and then if you wanted to order a pizza, you had to get offline
Yeah.
to use your phone.
I remember all that. And I remember like I used to play World of Warcraft with this friend of mine, Sean, and then my dad would be like, I need the phone.
Yeah,
And I'd be
you'd
like,
have
no!
yeah,
No, you can't do this to me.
you'd have to get offline to play the game.
Yeah, and then go through the whole.
or to use the phone. I mean,
In some ways, I wonder if that was better.
I really miss having the tape machine on the voicemail
Yeah.
and like one phone at home.
Because the amount that we can be reached is, I fight with I've never been more hooked on anything than I am on scrolling on my phone.
Yeah, and I don't like when I give someone my number that now they have 24/7 access to me. I like it better when it's like,
Some boundaries.
yeah, like if you go on a date and you say nice time, and then I don't want to get in the car and they're already texting me.
It's too much.
It's way too much.
Way too much. And then you're like, I don't want it to seem like if I don't text you back, I'm not interested in this. But like, you gotta set, like, I'll turn my notifications off now. And
Yeah,
I'll try to check it like 2 or 3 times a day, the text. But then I'll like miss stuff.
I know. Yeah, because everyone is just getting a hold of you through the
Right.
same medium. And
Can you do this? Can you do this at this time? Can you do that? And then, but now it is worth it for me to have a boundary with it. So I'd rather miss something and then not be on my phone all the time.
Yeah, I'll do not disturb sometimes, and then just like if someone really needs to get a hold of me, they'll just call twice.
Oh, if someone calls twice, you pick it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Unless you're like, if someone calls 2, 3 times, you got to pick it up.
yeah, or the
But if it's not an emergency, then it's like, what the fuck?
yeah.
If someone calls you a
They're
bunch
like-
of times in a row and it's like not a close person or something, like that's,
They're
it
like,
better
hey,
be a
I'm
problem.
just saying hi.
Never again, are you?
Yeah.
Because,
You can't do that.
yeah, skyrocketed my heart rate, stressed me out.
Yeah, I
That's
do
me.
not like the way the texting is right now. It's also a little freaky when people just I have so much content out there and I
Right.
forget. I forget how much content's out there. And then people just know you more than you know them.
Absolutely.
But that is kind of like what I've been working
Cultivating,
for
too.
my whole life.
Right. Yeah. How do you guys know me
It's
so
like
much?
I want to be famous.
Right. I know. It's such a mind fuck.
Yeah.
It's a different way though now too, because it is like all accessible. There's no boundary, which is also nice. Like
Yeah.
sometimes it's nice, but then sometimes it's not nice.
Yeah.
And then also you got to be like, how much am I putting out, and what kind of boundaries can I have with myself too?
I know why I want to be famous though, because
Why?
when I grew up, I'd get so lonely, and I
Mm.
would just like watch TV, and it would just felt like, or comedy, whatever the entertainment
Yep.
was, but it would make me feel not alone. So then if I just can put some content out, that's what the pod is. It's like people who put it on the background, they listen,
Yes.
and it just maybe makes their hour feel a little less lonely.
It's also really refreshing to hear someone say that's why they want to be famous too, because
Yeah.
sometimes people be like, oh, no, I don't want. You're like, yeah, when I used to watch like any type of entertainment, it felt like a window to a bigger world that I wanted to be a part of.
Yes.
And I was like, I want to be a part of that.
Yes.
And it seemed like interesting, fun, fucked up, all of the things, but it was just more than what I was seeing in what I was around. And that felt like powerful and cool. So then I felt like really, like when I first started gravitating towards entertainment, I was obsessed. I loved music videos.
Oh my gosh.
I love
yes.
TRL, like
Pop-up video.
I loved 106 in Park. Like they used to have like a freestyle rap Friday, and I loved like being like, that guy is gonna beat this guy. Like I would get so into it because it was like a window to a bigger world. And what I loved with rap was it would be like they're using their words as the product to then like transcend their situation. That's how I interpret it in me.
Yeah.
So I was like, through words they got from wherever, this was to over here. And I just thought that was like the coolest thing.
It is so cool. And to be part of any kind of entertainment is cool. Like I got to a point where I didn't think I would ever be famous, but I loved stand-up so much that I was like, I'll just keep
doing it.
But then I did get some fans, so I'm like, oh. Uh-oh. I mean, I was like 10 years in where I was like,
right.
Okay, I'm probably not going to make it.
I feel that 100%. It's such a grind and you can't predict it.
No.
And there's so many ups and downs with stuff too. And then and especially there's those moments too where you're like, and it probably happens more like starting out where you're like, this is it. But now I'm like, okay, not one thing doesn't change everything, but nothing is everything, but everything is something.
Yes, that's a great way to look at it.
That's how I try to look at it, and it helps me not get too excited about stuff, because not in a sad way, because I used to get so excited and then think things would change, and then it's just, for me, it hasn't worked like that. Like I remember the first time I did Colbert, I was so excited. I was like, this is it. And then I felt like such a fuck up after that, because it didn't do, it was what it was. But so then now it's like, you can't put that much pressure on yourself for anything.
No, everything like that is like putting a pot of water on the stove.
Yes.
And you just turn the heat on.
Turn the heat on.
It's going to take a while to boil.
Before it blow up the house.
Yeah.
Before you die from the gas or whatever.
And Jesselnick, I got to feature for him, and he gave me so much good advice. But one thing he told me was like, always in your career, just let things simmer. He's like, you never have to boil over.
That's great.
It's just great. Just keep on cooking.
Keep on cooking.
Yeah, and just stay hot, but don't boil over. Like the people who get like too hot, it's like it doesn't usually end well. And
start playing with fire.
Yeah, and there are peaks and valleys, and you just like enjoy the ups. And when it goes down, just know it's like that's not forever. It's like a trip. Like
100%.
Yeah,
and it's also, you see different parts of people's character when they do go through the peaks and valleys.
Yeah,
that's really interesting.
When I started getting fans for the first time, I really did a lot of work to stay like grounded.
It's so important. It's like,
because it did mess with my head a little bit, where I was like, this is it for me. I was like, I'm gonna be famous.
Did you have fantasies of like telling everybody to go fuck themselves?
No, never like that. But I felt like my whole world was gonna change forever.
Yeah.
And like,
what did you envision? Were you like
I just like it would never end.
Yeah.
Like I would just like because I got so many fans at once when I went on Bad Friends. I thought it was just like forever gonna be like that, like a constant uptick and never cap, and that I would just start headlining and selling out all the time. And it was just like if I'm,
it's all happening.
Yeah, if I'm the first year I'm headlining clubs. Like
your first year of comedy?
No.
Yeah.
I'm after 11 years of stand-up.
Got it.
I'm like, okay, now I'm finally headlining clubs. Like that was within a year's time of getting on Bad Friends.
Right.
Next year, I mean, I don't even
Can't
know
even
what
imagine. I'm not picking up for Oprah. I get that.
Yeah, and I had these like delusions and fantasies, but I tried to really stay grounded and tell my friends to keep me in check if I was acting weird, because I heard all these stories about people, just losing their minds and treating people badly, and this advice from people like how you treat people on your way up is how they see you on your way down.
Oh, that's a great line.
Yeah, and this like just trying to stay friends with everybody, like all my friends, like not try
stay
like,
pleasant.
See you later. Like,
totally.
I held my friends close.
It's also such a transparent thing when people do that.
You see it all the time in LA. People start getting a couple opportunities, and then they're just not friends with.
And you're like,
anymore.
You're gonna become an asshole over that?
Yeah, you just started.
The first person I was exposed to that was really successful was so wonderful that I didn't even. It was Carly Aquilino, and it was at the height of Girl Code, and she's such a I used to feature for her, such a class act, and was so like gracious and kind and wonderful about it that it almost didn't even occur to me. I never saw I hadn't been around. It was just like that was my exposure to someone who was doing like meet and greets where it's like I remember we did college and there was a meet and greet line it was in the basketball auditorium and it was like people were lined up around the basketball auditorium like packed in like sardines.
Wow.
And just following the line. And that was like, whoa. But it was just but then now I've seen it's been interesting. It's interesting too cuz you'll see when you get a little upswing, people do treat you differently. They get a little more, they're enthusiastic. Like, hey!
Yeah.
And then when you don't have perceived as much going on, people treat that differently too.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, I see. Okay. But I feel grateful for that, being able to know like how to gauge what people are like too. And entertainment's tough. It doesn't necessarily bring out the best or the worst. You know what I mean? So I try to be compassionate of that too. It's like, this is not necessarily... doesn't always bring out the best parts of ourselves.
No, definitely not. Everyone's got their struggle, but
yes.
I know what you mean. Like I've had heat and then I've lost heat and I've gotten it back, and so I know what it feels like now.
Totally,
and it's really exciting. Like I don't like feel bad anymore when I've lost it because I just know. I don't know. You get to see who your real friends are.
Absolutely,
and who your real fans are, and like the people who stick with you.
Totally,
it's kind of exciting now because that's like, oh, this is the rest of my life. Then.
Yes, and you can be like, and let me see during this time like who's gonna like keep on with like checking in and being there and how that's gonna go.
And that's how all the famous people are. Like Tom Cruise, we talked about him. He's like he's famous when he's like you remember him when he's working on something, but then like time goes by where you just don't think about him.
Wow, Tom
maybe
Cruise.
Not you.
he's of a celebrity. I don't know if we're gonna ever have celebrities like that again.
You're right.
He's
but
so famous.
He's not like always like a front page. Maybe, but you know what I mean.
No, I know exactly what you mean.
Like,
totally.
They do the thing, they do the project, and then you fade away to like, work on yourself and work on the next project, and you come back out.
Right.
I think that's kind of how it should work.
Absolutely. And it's also like then that's why it's like the people that like reinvented themselves, like reinventing yourself keeps you in the ether more too, or like
I like that. Because I changed my mind so much. I evolve.
Yes.
I'm like jealous of people who can stay like the same.
Growth is so beautiful though. That's like one of the
I used to wear these glasses all the time and I stopped wearing them.
Did you need them?
Yeah, I do need new glasses. If anybody's watching that's an optometrist, hit me up because I'm so bad with healthcare.
Yeah.
I have it, but I don't know how to log into the thing.
Fucking those passwords. And the healthcare systems are tricky with it.
They don't help you.
They don't help. It's not healthy.
I'm locked out. I don't know how to use my healthcare, but I pay for it every month.
Motherfucker.
It's actually a problem.
I only know because when I got obsessed with getting my blood work in, I was like, I gotta get some like blood work and like see what my healthcare will cover. Yeah. But there was years where I did not get logged in, or like going to the dentist. I used to forget about that.
Oh yeah, Dave Waite, a funny comedian. Dave Waite.
He's great.
He's great. He knows a dentist out here who loves comedy.
Great, go to him.
I'm gonna go to him.
Go to him, see what's going on. Get poked and have him, floss for you, and then do the lie. Oh, I forgot to floss today, but normally I always lie to the dentist.
I do the
flossing.
water pick because
good
because the dentist was so bad experience to me the last time I went.
Gushing blood.
Well, they were just gonna charge me like so much money, and I had insurance, and it didn't cover anything. And
you're like, what the fuck? What am I paying for then?
Yeah, I walked out. They got his hands in my mouth, and I walked out.
Wow.
I hated the whole experience.
That's also fucked up that because that happened to me once before where they tell you the price while they're working on you.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm powerless.
Yeah, it felt really, they were just kind of like fingering my mouth and like I'm on the back and they're just like, your mouth's disgusting. And I'm just like, what the fuck is this? And then I have to pay for it.
Right. I felt like roasted.
I felt like a CEO.
Totally.
I felt like this is like what they do on Wall Street.
Yeah.
Where they like paying for this dominatrix to humiliate you. And I was like, I'm not doing it. And they had posters everywhere of the equipment you have to buy. Like they knew before I got in.
Yeah.
It's just all felt like a hustle.
You're so vulnerable in that situation because you're like, I don't know. So I'm entrusting you, but if you're saying this, but then if your spidey senses are going off, if I trusted my spidey senses, I would have never gone to that fucked up dentist because I knew he was fucked up when I was in there. Part of it was the pricing. Like they didn't have, they're like, we don't know what the cost is going to be until we do it. And I was like, okay. And I thought that seemed a little weird.
Like a mechanic.
And now I'm like, oh, that's totally, like I was like, even a ballpark, hundreds, that like, what are we talking?
Yeah.
And I remember while they were doing one of the things, they were like, okay, we thought it was going to be, I think they said they were like, we thought it was going to be 1,500, but it's going to be 4,500. And I was like, what?
So for all you know, they're in there putting like ketchup and mustard in your teeth, and being like, "Well, look how dirty your mouth is."
Idiot. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like rubbing a
Yeah,
hamburger
you got a
in there.
ketchup problem in here. We don't even know how you did that. I'm like, I
Yeah,
don't know
that's
how I
gonna
did
be
that.
another grand.
And I remember being like, what would happen if I couldn't pay it? Like, I was like, what?
That's what I walked out.
Because I knew, and my girlfriend's mom was a dental assistant at the time. She's like, that is completely unethical.
Yeah. Well, they didn't clean my teeth yet. That is weird.
Oh, so you got it before they even started.
Yeah, that they looked in my mouth and then they told me the pricing and then and they were like, we need to do it, and I said, nah, this feels like a
It's a racket.
robbery.
Totally, and it is.
Yeah, and I said something like that, and they were like, "What?" And then I remember when I got up, a penny fell out of my purse, and I literally go, "You can
Kick it
keep
out.
it."
Yeah.
I said that.
Don't spend it all at once.
Yeah, I go, "You can keep that."
I wonder if they still talk about you.
Probably they're
Yeah,
like, that bitch.
That fucking- or maybe they're like, I
Because
wish I could do that.
I'm a really, really chill, easygoing person until something doesn't go my way.
Yeah.
And I know that's like really gross to admit, but it's true. It's like when things like, and it's usually an injustice type feeling.
For sure.
Like when it's like the money, I'm like, because then it is mostly because I have to deal with it, but also it's like you're charging everybody this much. Like it shouldn't be this way. Like, eat the rich. And then I get really, really nasty to be around.
I think it makes sense that someone that it's like if you are chill most of the time and then when you're not, you're not. I'll feel that way where if I'm like that person's a dick, I was like, I usually don't think that. So then it's like if it takes so much to put you to that, then you're like, you guys are fucked up.
And you feel even more justified.
Yeah, because you're like, I'm saving it.
Yeah.
I'm sitting. I used to, if I ever wrote a negative Yelp review, I'd be like, fuck.
No, you did not.
I have done it one time.
I've never done
But it was
that.
the dentist that fucked me over.
What'd you write?
I was like,
They took my tooth.
I spent, because I wanted to go on and be like, these fucking people. But instead, my girlfriend helped me with it, where I was like, they don't have transparent pricing.
Yeah.
And they'll change the prices, and they're also real. Like, I remember they got in an argument. Like, he was like mean to the dental hygienist while they were in my mouth.
That's so uncomfortable.
I remember just being there, and then he was like, "Don't ever, what you just did, never do that again. Like, that was a mistake." And I was like, "What the heck?" And he was like, "Oh, nothing." Like, they had no bedside manner. He was like mean to his little. And then when I was at a good dentist, they don't talk to each other like that. They're
No.
so nice to each other. And I was like, "Oh, why was I okay being around that?" So I left I left 1 star.
Yeah, that's okay. It's the free healthcare stuff that treat you like cattle. They were so rude to you, and I don't know. It's the whole system's messed
It's
up.
so fucked up. And I don't know how to fix it.
Me either. I'm working on it, but
If you figure it out, let me know, because I want so bad. Like, we should have that.
I know. Well, I guess it's all like referrals. Like I'm lucky. I guess like Dave recommended this dentist who likes comedy, so he'll charge me, and I'll be happy to pay him. But I know he's not ripping me off.
It's fair.
Yeah.
I did find a good dentist, and that was great.
That's great.
Or I like really like my primary care doc, but it's like, it just seems like it's so much more fucked up than it needs to be. Like because it's like, and then also that's us saying this as people who aren't like terminally ill. Imagine once you're sick, then they gotcha.
They gotcha, and it's a racket.
It's a racket.
All feels like a racket.
I just don't know who exactly is behind it.
I don't know. It starts at the top.
That's for sure.
We got to go to the
We got to
top.
figure out who's at the top of this shit.
The top 1% of the top 1%.
What are you guys do? Because it's also like, I know if someone says, "Oh, it's all Democrats," or "Oh, it's all Republicans," and people, if they feel that, it's like easier if you have one group to target. But I'm like, no, it's more
more
tricky than that.
complicated. Yeah. It's the richest of the rich, but we'll never know who they are.
If I die, it's because I tried to figure it out, or I walked across the fucking freeway and fucked up. But if I because I do want to, I'm like so curious. Like, and also it's like, what more do you want? It's like at a certain point, you're just eating bonbons, getting massages all day. What else do you do?
They want power.
But then it's like, you have billions of dollars. How much more power could you have? Trillions.
I think they like seeing reactions too. Like that's part of their power.
And I think they get into really weird sexual shit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because they have things are not stimulating them, so they're like, that's where it gets so fucked up.
Yeah, sex
Can't
and
even
violence.
comprehend. Yep.
I feel like someone had this brilliant take. This isn't my take. I forget what comedian it was, but they were talking about the Elon thing. It might have been Monterey Martinez. She's so funny, but it was about the Elon when he did the "My heart goes out to you."
Right.
I shouldn't do it. But
What did he do? No, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Everybody.
Is that
does
what he
it.
said? when he was
said-
doing it?
He said that's what he meant.
Oh, sure.
Or maybe he said that literally too.
Okay.
I think he said my heart goes out to you, but
Right.
he did the
Did the
gesture.
salute, yeah.
And then her take was that it was probably an inside joke with people richer than him. Like,
That's
Elon,
funny.
go do the Heil Hitler
Right.
at the thing and then say it wasn't that, and we're just going to watch everyone react.
Explode, yeah.
It's like it probably had no more meaning than that.
How much
Like,
can we fuck up the ether, and like how much control do we have over the general conversation?
Yeah.
Where then it's like this insane ripple effect.
Yeah, I don't think it had anything to do with Republican or Democrat.
That
I
is
think
a
it was
good
just
take.
rich guys like fucking with
Fucking
the
around.
population.
Just like so fucking with it. And it's like, then they're like untouchable.
yeah.
I'm gonna be unhoused from like luxury health items, like luxury self-improvement stuff is gonna like put me at, like, because I think now it's just like a different way to like change how it feels. Like I'll do like red light therapy and now I'm trying to be better about not doing that like but I used to, like, whenever I would go somewhere, I'd be always like seek that stuff out. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy.
Never heard of it.
I didn't either until I was in Kansas City and I saw an ad for it, and then I was like, I want to try that.
Yeah.
I just would,
Hyperbaric?
yeah, you sit in this little tube and then they put oxygen in your nose and it's like pure oxygen. It's supposed to be like good for your circulation.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe I'll replace cigarettes with that.
It's good for your lungs.
Just carry a tank around.
I looked into getting an at-home one. Somehow it's like different. It's like that. Like you're in a tube that because the pressure drops. But I was looking into like what would happen if we were breathing in pure oxygen. Wouldn't that be good for us? But there's like some reason we're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, we need it mixed.
Yeah, with something, and it's like very bad if you like get it wrong and all that stuff. But
Well, when we're 90,
that's what I'm. How old would you want to live? Like ideally, if you get your health, you could 120.
23. Ideally? No, I'm kidding. Oh, maybe if I had my health,
Because imagine,
it's so tough to imagine because my life is so different in just 8 years.
yeah,
That I can't even imagine what it would be like. Like, because I'm thinking of it as like if I was now for much longer.
yes,
But it wouldn't be like that.
totally. That's important. You're right. That's
Yeah.
important to remember too. Because also it's like the things that I love. Like I'm like, oh, I love like walking around, calling my friend Jabron or something. What if I can't do that because we're deaf?
Yeah.
Then it's like at some
Yeah.
point I'll start being like, fuck.
Or like you're just like gonna get so old that you get to see all your friends and family die.
I don't think I'd handle that well.
No.
Yeah.
I would never want immortality.
I'd start doing whippets. If everybody died and like I had nothing going on, then I think I would be like, you can do whatever drugs you want to myself.
I also have thought that before.
Yeah.
If everyone else
Is just get fucking go to the heroin house and get it cranking. But that stuff does depress you, so I don't know if I would want my last moments to be like on like the hardest drugs I could find, but I'd also be like curious to try it.
Yeah, heroin I've never done.
Me
but
neither.
I've thought about it.
I've thought about it and I don't even like downers that much.
I'll play trumpet so good.
Yeah, yeah. If you were like
Yeah.
looped out, I would try. I mean, not to glorify, but I would be curious to try those. If I was like 100, I would go try some crack.
All right. No, I'm kidding. It's hot sauce.
Yeah, imagine
This
whipped
is
out a
my
crack pipe.
My sponsor. I do
Nice.
local ads.
I love that.
It's really hot.
I love hot sauce.
Yeah.
I
You want
love it.
some?
I would love
They
some.
sent so many.
I'll take like the medium one.
You want to take all 4 flavors?
I'll try. I'll take one.
We
I
literally-
won't be greedy.
Okay, because we have
I l-
so many
I
of
fucking
them.
love Thai chili sauce.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a local business too.
Hell yeah.
Tom Yum sauce sounds good to me.
That's awesome.
I mean, it is really good.
It is really good. I'm excited to try that. I love like trying spicy stuff.
They sent us like how many boxes? They sent 8 boxes to the Comedy Store. I don't know.
Damn.
For the Comedy Store is really good to the comics. It's like a home for us, right?
That's nice.
And they tell us if anyone wants to send fan mail, they can send it to the Comedy
That's
Store.
nice.
It's really nice.
That's really nice.
But then these guys sent 8 boxes of hot sauce
Wow.
there, and my manager. I mean, I was in North Carolina, and my manager at the store.
right, it was like it's a bit much.
He sent a picture. He's like, "What is this?" It's like, sorry.
Like you said, we could send stuff, and you're like, not 5,000 books or whatever the fuck, like loads of manure or whatever it is.
So much sauce.
That's nice that they let you do that.
They're so good to us.
Yeah,
there.
that's nice.
Yeah, I really like it there.
I'm doing a show there tonight, but I haven't done a show there before since like I don't know 9 years ago. I did a showcase for E. It was like E was doing some showcase to like C Comics or something, and it was a while ago. And they had someone host it. He wasn't a comic; he was an influencer, but he was actually. I remember being like, "Oh," but he was actually funny, and that was the last time. I don't even think I've been in there since then.
That's awesome. I didn't know that. What room are you in?
I don't know.
Well, after the pod, I'm gonna ask you more about it.
Yeah, I'll be curious.
Yeah.
Because I've been. Oh no, actually, I went in there. I don't remember when this was. I remember like going by there, and I had never seen Joey Diaz live,
Yeah.
and I was like that was someone seeing him live was like very cool because I'd never seen him. I'd watched some of his stuff. I'd never seen him live, and like I remember just like hearing him like say the word like faggot from the back room, but it was like so funny. Like I was like, there's a way to do it.
Yeah.
Like he was like hitting his stomach and talking about like sucking someone. I don't want to paraphrase it wrong, but I remember, maybe he wasn't even saying faggot. And I'm just like mishearing it, but it was funny. And I remember that, but it kind of like blurs all my trips to LA kind of like mush together.
Yeah, I've been desensitized to all the like star power there.
For sure.
When you said that, I'm like, yeah, it is crazy that we're like seeing these people every single night.
Yep.
Yeah.
You do get that's why I get so starstruck by singers. 'Cause I don't see like the only singers I've seen. I saw Ashanti once like walk
Wow.
by. I was starstruck.
Yeah.
I was starstruck. I wasn't even that big a fan, to be honest. I mean, I liked her, but I wasn't like. But when I saw her, I was like, oh my God, I'm a huge fan. And then it was a backstage area too, and the bouncer was like, really? Like he was like not cool to like geek out. And I don't even know what other singers. Madonna was at the Cellar, but I saw her like so in passing. Yeah, she did stand up.
That is crazy.
Crazy.
Recently?
She did it this year, but she also did it like a while ago too. I know.
That's awesome.
Wild.
Yeah, because she's like, again, no one will ever be that famous.
Right.
Yeah. Trying to think of the most famous people I'd seen.
J-Lo, you ever seen J-Lo?
No.
Oh.
I saw Kim Kardashian.
That's cool.
She's very famous.
She
went
pretty
to the
in
comedy
person?
store. Her and Kanye were there at the comedy store like 2 years ago.
Wait, one time in the audience?
Yeah.
John Legend and his wife.
Whoa.
And this was it was
remember
nuts. It was at this club called Eastfield. It's not there anymore.
Yeah.
And there was like I want to say maybe 10 people in the audience. And I was on stage and I was like, I noticed her first because she's really tall and like very striking.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is like crazy. I was like, are you in a commercial? Like, I was like, are you like, I was like trying to like place it. And they were just laughing. And I was like, I was like, sorry, like you look so familiar. And they were just like, I remember they were kind of like, ah. And then the comic after me said that too. They were like, they were trying to place it. And then the owner was like, no, like they come sometimes.
Yeah.
It's John Legend and his wife. And I was like, oh.
That is so cool. I'm so bad at placing people.
Me too.
Really?
Totally. But that's why I thought I saw them in like a local commercial or something. Like I was like, you guys from Maine? Like, were you in the commercial for tires? Like, I'm like getting confused. Like, do you know, are you from? Like, I have a hard time placing people.
I felt like such an idiot on a hike. I had this full conversation with this lady because I liked her dog. And it was like just making a friend.
Right.
And then she left. And like, I kept thinking she looks familiar. And then I thought, was that? Oh my God, it was the mom from Modern Family.
Whoa.
And I was like, and obviously Happy Gilmore, like she's been in like everything. And I was like, I wish I'd said hi to her.
Totally.
I work in comedy too.
Totally.
I don't know what I would have said.
Hey, I'm also in the business.
Something. Like, I love your work.
But that's probably a nice interaction for her too, because she probably gets that so much. That's probably nice for her to just talk about her dog.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
But I think the whole time we were talking, I was kind of looking at her like,
yeah.
And that's probably annoying too.
Yeah, because they see the wheels turning where you're like, what do I...
Yeah.
One of my mom's best friends, her name's Jean. This was like at the height for Pete Davidson. So he was, or maybe the height will come again, but like this was like a point where he was like really, it was when he was just started being with Ariana Grande. And I was with my mom's friend Jean and my girlfriend at the time. We're at the Cellar, and then Pete came in and he had just done his hair blonde. And I know him from like way back in the day doing prom shows. Really nice. So he like he came over and said hi, and I was like, hey, how are you? And my mom's friend Jean goes, I know you, and she goes, we go to the same grocery store. And I was like, oh no, and then she was like, no, that's definitely it. She was like, we have the same grocery store schedule. She's like, 8 a.m. Friday, Union Square. And he was kind of like smiling. And I was like, no. And then she was like, that's what it is. And then we like talked about something else. And then it was his time to go on stage. And he was like, I'll see you later. And then he was like, and I'll say hi next time I see you at the grocery store. And she was like, see, that's it. And I was like, no, he's being nice. I was like, that you are not in the same grocery store schedule as He's not going to the grocery store 8 a.m. on Fridays, like at the farmer's market. And she was convinced of it. And then like maybe 2 years later, she was like, oh, I saw him on TV. I was totally confused.
Oh, the whole time I was like, maybe it was.
It was not. She was convinced. I was like, he's not going to the grocery store he's not going to the same grocery store Friday at like 8 a.m. There's no way.
I wonder who it was.
It was some guy that looked like him, apparently, but it was like not. And then that he was just being
Because she's
like
gonna
kind.
go up to him at 8 a.m. on Friday and be like, "You were so funny
yeah,
on
exactly.
stage."
Yeah, and he's like, what? It was nice of him, but like when he said that, when he was like, "Well, I'll see you at the grocery store," I was like, he's just being nice. And then she was like, "Told you so," and I was like, "This is not the case."
That is so
It
funny.
was nice of him,
When the famous people meet your parents.
right?
Well, actually, do you want to plug anything?
I keep on my. I'm going on the road again a bunch, and I keep all my tour dates at Willmann.com, and I always try to write back on Instagram, and I've been posting on. You post on Facebook? I've been posting my little brains out on Facebook.
I should do that more.
You know, there's so many freaking social media things, but I've noticed it's like more people, like 35 in their 35s, 40s range.
Yeah.
So I'm on all the things, but I keep all my tour dates on iamwillman.com, and I'll be on the road a bunch.
And you message people back?
I try to.
I can't. I get nervous because of that 24/7 access. Like
I know.
I a lot of people in the DMs.
I'll go take like an hour and then just like plow through it while you're just like walking sometime. Don't walk into stuff, but be like, I've got 1 hour to do it.
It feels like, but then when I respond and then they just, not everyone, but some people just keep every day now. And
Totally,
now we're like in
a thing.
not a like romantic relationship, but we're like in a relationship
Right.
now, and I can't maintain hundreds of relationships.
That's 100% true too. That's all. Yeah, because it's all I'm like, is it better? Because I'll just write back like LOL or thank you or something like that.
Oh,
but
that's
it's like,
so nice. That is so nice of you. I get scared too.
But then also, if someone does write back and I just ghost, maybe it isn't the right thing to do. So maybe never mind. I don't write back. But I keep all my tour dates at iammalone.com.
we'll put the website up.
Thank you.
And we end the episode with a song.
Okay.
But you can, I'll play the trumpet and you can
great.
sing a song. And what beat?
Wait, you want me to sing a song?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Wait, was I supposed to prepare it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, where'd you do your...
Fuck.
No, you don't have to prepare it.
Any, like a known song?
Most people sing about the episode or like the podcast Jet Fuel or...
Okay, great.
And you could do funk or pop.
I'm so bad at singing.
Whatever you want. I follow you.
This might be the worst song you've ever had. I'm not trying to sell it. I used to get sent to the principal's office for like being offbeat and messing up music.
Really? And
Yeah.
like in music class or in math?
Like I was just singing in math and it was so bad they sent me. I went to a Waldorf school and we would like sing in the morning and in the afternoon, and I would always be lip syncing,
Yeah.
or just not singing, and I would get confused with the words. I played drum in the school band that lasted 2 sessions where they're like, you cannot.
I like that you said you played drum.
What was I thinking? Like,
Most people played the drums.
I have no rhythm and no like sense of. I can't read music. Like it was a mess.
Well, this is freeform.
All right.
But wait, what beat do you want? Funk, pop, blues?
Can I get a little sample of pop?
Hip hop? Pop? Let's see.
Just a sample. How about the hip hop? Let me see that. That's the hip hop. All right, I feel like this is probably going to be problematic.
I can see your wheels turning.
All right. This might be the worst song you ever heard.
I'm gonna turn that off. Okay. I'll follow you then.
Okay. This might be the worst song you ever heard because for a comedian, I'm surprisingly not so good with words. But I'm going to try and see where my mind goes. See what kind of funk I get in when the trumpet flows. I feel so white every day and every night, especially when I start rapping. Then it feels like I'm acting because I'm just so white. My girlfriend says bright white. She says you're bright white like a shooting star that's falling into shit in the middle of the night. She doesn't say the shit part because we're deeply in each other's hearts. And then I just made the rapping gay. It's like I knew I can't rap, but I decided to push forward and do it anyway. What's my mom gonna say? I get intrusive thoughts, but I try to push them back. And now I'm rapping. Am I rapping? Can you say that you're rapping? Can you say that you're rapping, or someone else has to say that you're rapping? It was a treat to get to be here. And next time I'll work on my flow a little bit more. Shibbity bop bop, shibbity bop bop. Slam dunk. Was that the worst rap you guys had?
No, that was great.
Really?
Well, we also have only had like 10 episodes or
Oh,
less.
I'm honored.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Well, you might have been the worst
I've
rap,
never-
but to be fair, we've only had 2 raps.
Fair. Okay, I'll take that.
And the first rap was Maddie Smith.
Oh, she's probably really good at rapping.
She's very good at
Motherfucker.
it. So it's not
What'd
that
she rap
it was
about?
bad, but yours was
Couldn't
just the
compete with that. Yeah.
Yeah, yours
I
was
bet
the
she's good at
worst.
rapping. It wasn't that you were bad, but it was the worst one. I'll take it. I'll take it.
I mean, a 50-50.
If you have someone worse to me than rapping, please message me so I can meet that person.
I will.
Because and I bet they're gonna be like full. Like I'm like, I don't know if I'm autistic. They're gonna be like for sure. Like they
They'll
know
be
they're
full
autistic. Yeah. I bet Maddie is good at rapping.
Yeah,
I've
Maddie,
seen
I mean, she
clips of her
raps
doing
for
it.
a
Yeah.
living.
Yeah.
Yeah, she raps on Wild and Out.
That's cool.
Yeah, we'll cut this part out though.
So no, please. It's all good.
And it just ends with us talking about Maddie Smith.
Yeah. Like how'd they get there? The worst audition of my life was for. Do you do Joking Off? Do you remember that show?
It sounds really familiar.
It was kind of like not like Wild Now, but it was like in that same vein.
Yeah.
And you had to not rap. You had to like phrase things like when your teacher be like, and then you say a joke about it.
Yeah.
And I was just like bright red the whole time.
I know the whole time you were singing, you kept looking at me like, is it over?
Yeah, I was so I was like, oh my. Usually improv audition stuff, like I like that's fun, but then they're like, okay, you got to get here and like phrase it like this and like do it to a beat, and I was like,
No, that was great. I thought the whole episode was great. Thanks for
appreciate
being
it
here.
anytime. Thank you.